the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Hornets come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Bulls. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
Round 1 of the East rolls on. Game 2 just about ready to tip off. Playoff basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be joining us from the sideline. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. We've got Rodman. Jordan is out there with Harper. And there's Wennington, and it's Pippen in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Hornets, Johnson is out there with Gill. Then there's Scott, and it's Bogues, and it's Mourning in at the 5, roaming the paint. Taking a look at Charlotte. They notched a big win in the series opener, trying to avoid a letdown here tonight. Greg, what do they need to do to maintain their momentum?
You know, Kev, first, I think they need to weather that early storm. They're going to face a desperate opponent. But once the game settles in, it's about playing smart and playing with energy. You're the favorite for a reason. Go out and show the world what you're made of.
If they could only hear that from you, that would guide them. That's a great piece of advice. Now, here's Bogues. On the wing, Scott shoots over Jordan. Here's Mourning. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Pippen.
And you gotta love the fire that Mourning plays with. His passion for the game is so special.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. Pippen with it. Jordan outside. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And Pippen gets it to go.
And I like what the defense is thinking here, but Pippen gets physical inside and insists on getting to his shot.
Now here's Bogues. Warning a screen on Harper. Bogues against Harper. And that one, good.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Here's Harper. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. To the inside. Here's Jordan. Mourning with some nice D.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Now Bogues. Here's Gill. Here's Scott. Rebounded by Rodman.
I don't know what happened there. About as easy an attempt as you could possibly ask for.
Jordan passes to Wennington. Scott against Jordan. Wide open. Yep, that one goes.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Here's Pippen. Pass to Wennington. Down low. And the basket is good.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Johnson outside. Now Mourning. Here's Bogues. And here's Johnson outside. Rebounded by Wennington.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Pass to Pippen. To the paint. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Hornets trail by 3. Johnson outside. And here is Mourning. Misses off the right iron. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
Not loose. And here is Scott inside. Johnson dishes to Bogues. Pass to Mourning. Fires it up. And the Hornets miss again.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Here's Pippen. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Harper against Bogues. And the call will be against Scottie Pippen. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, that's already his second foul, and that puts the coach in a tough position.
Now, here's Bogues. Pass to Gill. Pocket 6. Johnson outside. They need this one.
Oh, awesome defense. Rodman moving his feet, incredibly strong for his size. He just does a great job of getting into the head of the opponent.
Bogues with it. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Chicago on defense. It's a 5-point game. Johnson, the pass to Bogues. Outside, Scott trying to end the drought. Rebounded by Wennington.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
And Jordan gets it to go.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Charlotte's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen by Rodman. Here's Harper. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Pippen's got 3 assists now in this one. Hornets trail by 9. Now Bowes. Here's Mourning. Trying to get open as Johnson. Here's Mourning. Back to Scott. Shot clock at 5. Drops in the layup for 2.
Look at Mourning making the unselfish play, giving it away rather than forcing the shot.
And Chicago has possession. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Jeffy, he's checked in for Chicago. Pippen feeling it out a bit. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range. And the next one puts him in the bonus.
First personal foul. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
And here's Bowes. Scott inside. He's against Jordan.
And you know what? Call it great defense or a poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
Pass to Harper. Here's Caffey. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Pippen. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan. Pippen's got his second basket of the game.
Easy to understand why they give Pippen the ball in that area, because this guy knows how to take advantage.
Hornets trail by 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Shoots a fader. Count it. Chicago with the ball. Now here's Harper. Pass to Rodman. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Charlotte has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Scott, good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Bulls leading by 4. Outside Harper. Pippen kicks to Harper. Jordan against Scott. 5 to shoot. Shoots the 3. And Michael Jordan with the 3. Jordan's got 9.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants to talk to his guys. On the floor now for Charlotte. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Booz Ellis is checked in for Rodman. Kukoc comes in for Scottie Pippen. Kerr's checked in for Michael Jordan. And it's Brown in for Harper. Hornets trail by 7. Outside Curry. From past the arc. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Kerr, the pass to Brown. Outside, Kukoc. Five on the clock. Pass to Booz Ellis. Second chance shot. Nice jump shot. Good. And the Bulls lead by 6.
And at his size, Booz Ellis handles the ball really well, which makes him especially effective in pick and rolls.
Here's Newman. There's the try. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot.
Chicago leading by 3. Pass to Booz Ellis. Back to Brown. Booz Ellis with the ball. Shoots. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from him.
Here's Gaddison. Hasn't made one yet. And taken away by Brown.
Oh, tenacious move by Brown. Going up for a shot strong and then playing through the contact.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game right now. Taking 2 shots. throw good from Brown.
High effort play. That's what you get from Randy Brown, a guy who tries to do a lot for his team and always puts in the work.
And Buzelis gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Hornets trail by 7. Scott with the ball. Curry a screen on Brown. Scott can't get it to go.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
The shot by Buzelis, no good. Charlotte has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. The Bulls leading by 7. Pass to Brown. Now Buzelis. Now here's Kukoc. Six to shoot. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Their offense came out big in Saturday's game.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
No, you're not going to lose many games shooting the percentage they did. That takes a disciplined effort. Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Chicago making a switch here. Simpkins checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Buzelis. Sinks the triple. Buzelis has got 7. Hornets trail by 8. Scott the pass to Carr. Back to Scott. Over Brown. Scott can't get it to go.
And the defense gave him no space. He had to fade back. That's not an easy look for most guys.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
The Hornets shooting to start this game off about 41% from the floor.
Clearly a foul.
The Hornets have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this one.
At the line for 2, Scott.
shooting 2.
That's good from Scott. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Scott against Brown. Out to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bulls out front, they're up by 8. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
The Bulls leading by 8. So with Rodman on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Kukoc is out there with Simpkins. Then it's Kerr. Then it's Jordan. And it's Runnington in at the 5 spot. Now here's Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. And the shot falls short this time. Charlotte shooting around 41% on the night. Scott can't get it to go. And Chicago shooting 61% from the field. Showing some marvelous touch out there. Outside Jordan. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. Kukoc dishes to Kerr. Jordan inside. Guarded by Kerr. And Jordan gets it to go. Jordan's got the lead up to 10 now for Chicago.
Well, Jordan's jumper is just pure, especially at that range.
He lobs it up. It's tipped. Kerr outside. Here's Simpkins. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Rodman, he's checked in for Simpkins. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Curry on the wing. Gill against Kukoc.
And the big fella Mourning using that massive size to draw contact inside.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Mourning. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Now Kerr. He has yet to score. Got a piece of it. Pass to Kukoc. Jordan with it. Shot clock at 6.
As if Jordan weren't challenging enough to guard. The little up fake there, putting the defender at his mercy.
It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him.
The drive, the willpower of Michael Jordan is on a completely different level. He is competing every second he is on the floor and always looking for any way he can beat.
And both free throws good for Jordan. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Hornets trail by 12. Pass to Mourning. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Gaddison. Now here's Scott. Over Kerr. Scott, good. Here's Kukoc, still without a basket. Goes up on the wing. Gaddison grabs the miss. The Hornets shooting for the game at 42%. Scott against Kerr. Gaddison. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Jordan. That's good. And so Kerr with the assist. Steve Kerr's got his third assist on the night. And so it's Charlotte with it. Down by 12. Pass to Gill. And here is Curry. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Curry's got 6 points.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
The Bulls leading by 9. And then outside. Here's Wennington. He's guarded by Mourning. A shot by Jordan, no good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Scott, good. Chicago with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead early. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Newman's checked in for Kerr. Pippen's checked in for Chicago. Harper comes in for Kerr. Harper kicks to Pippen. Driving out of the rafters, he punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
Pippen there, driving hard inside, has the height and athleticism to consistently get it done in the paint.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Hornets. And a change for the Bulls. Caffey's checked in. Pippen no good on the free throw.
And what doesn't Scottie Pippen do? A very polished defender who can also rain buckets down from wherever. Whenever Scottie's on the floor, he is making trouble for you.
Here's Caffey. Still yet to score. Pippen finds Jordan. That's tipped. Here's Scott. Pass to Mourning. Mourning. It's good on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Gill against Pippen. Johnson with the block. And here is Scott. He has 6. Here's Mourning. The second effort. Some solid defense by Rodman.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Pippen, the pass to Harper. Jordan kicks to Harper. Six on the shot clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Bulls shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Harper.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Bushler's checked in for the Bulls. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Hornets trail by 8. Here's Newman. And Scott now, top of the key. Nice form on the 20-footer. Scott's got his third basket of the night.
Yeah, well, passing it inside out is always a good idea. You can usually get your teammate a clean look.
Here's Harper. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Third personal foul.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
At the line for the Bulls, Ron Harper, taking 2 shots.
That one is off. And the second free throw, good. Hornets trail by 7. Pass to Johnson. Scott against Harper. Scott dishes to Johnson. Gill kicks to Scott. That 3 off the mark.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Here's Busher. Here's Pippen. Drills the baseline jumper. Pippen's got 4 this quarter.
Lethal from the mid-range. Pippen doesn't need much airspace to feel comfortable with that jumper.
Pass to Newman. With the teardrop, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Second team foul.
For Charlotte, they had made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. Scotty's checked in for the Hornets. Bogues comes in for Scott. Sally, he's checked in for Chicago.
One shot.
And that one misses. Chicago leading by 7. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Look how Pippen stays nimble inside, adjusting to get the shot off despite the contact.
And he's just had 1 attempt at the line early. And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Pippen.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and get himself to the line.
Now here's Bogues. On the wing, Scott. To the middle. Here's Mourning. And Mourning throws it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
The Bulls leading by 7. Harper the pass to Caffey. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Pippen. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Now here's Johnson. Still scoreless. Mourning a screen on Harper. Here's Bones. Pass to Mourning. Sally with the rebound. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Back to Harper. Scott against Pippen. Now Harper. Over Pogues. Harper's shot's good. Harper's got 8.
Well, they gave him the mid-range. Smart idea to take that one.
Pass to Newman. Here's Scott. On the wing, Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Bogues. Chicago grabs the miss. Pippen's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's Harper. Defended by Scott. Bushler, the pass to Pippen. Over Pogues. And Scottie Pippen the bucket on the assist by Bushler. And it's an 11-point Chicago lead.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Pogues with it. Driving in. That one falls. Pogues has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
The Bulls leading by 9. Pass to Caffey. Here's Bush. No scoring in this one. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Here's Newman. Here's Johnson. And Pippen pulls it down. Pippen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Harper the pass to Bush. Now Pippen. To the right side. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Harper. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Now here's Bones. Here he goes. Here's Mourning. Caffey grabs the miss. Chicago leading by 11. It's Pippen on the wing. Defended by Scott. Pass to Bushler. Here's Caffey. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Mourning's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Tries from 10. Caffey grabs the miss. Caffey's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pippen against Scott. Now here's Pippen. He's guarded closely. Over Scott. Pippen, no luck. Hornets trail by 11. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Scott. Shoots over Pippen. Offensive rebound. Charlotte again missing. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing. And we know Mourning excels at finding these shot blocking opportunities. It's like he sees the shot coming.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Pippen kicks to Harper. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Pippen's got his 5th assist in this one.
Got it! Oh, what a hit! That is such a tough shot.
Wow, what a shot. And listen to this place explode.
And so it's Chicago going into the break with a 10-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back to the action in just a minute.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Chicago Bulls.
I love how they've kept the ball moving. Make the defense play musical chairs out there.
Musical chairs? I think you mean hot potato because they're burning that D.
Oh, Ernie.
And looking at where the Hornets stand in the series. They were able to hold serve in Game 1, but they'll need that same effort to make the most of their home court edge.
Yeah, don't get comfortable. It's only one game. And it was a game that they were supposed to win.
Yeah, but you got a great chance to take a commanding lead in this series, Shaq. You could go up 2-0, and I don't see them losing the series.
Some big expectations on this game, too. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. You look at Michael Jordan in this game, he has been everywhere.
With so much on the line tonight, you have to be impressed with the way he came out and set the tone with his aggression.
Well, the lights are bright in this matchup, and he's had no problem playing up to the moment.
Now Harper, they've got Mourning. Johnson is out there with Gill. Then it's Bogues, and it's Scott in at the 2-guard. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Now, here's Jordan. Knocks it loose, and stolen by Scott. A 3-ball. The rebound by Harper. Chicago leading by 10. Pass to Wennington. And here is Jordan. He's covered by Gill. Jordan, the pass to Wennington. 6 to shoot. Rodman kicks to Hart. 3-pointer. Lonzo Mourning grabs the miss. Mourning's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. They double-team Johnson. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. The Bulls shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Gill against Jordan. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And there are nights it really doesn't matter what you do defensively. MJ is going to score, and this is looking like one of those nights.
Now, here's Scott. 10 points for him. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5-for-11 night.
And, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Chicago with the ball. Following the bucket by the Hornets. Here's Pippen. Lonzo Mourning grabs the miss. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Charlotte Hornets. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Now, here is Mourning. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Mourning's got it back down to single digits for the Hornets.
Check out Mourning inside, where he operates with such confidence. This close in, he knows he's got the shot.
Here's Pippen. He's got 12. Rodman sets the screen for Pippen. They set the screen. A three-pointer, no good.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Pippen against Gill. Pass to Scott. Shoots over Harper. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Scott.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Here is Harper. He's got 12. Outside, Rodman. Here's Wennington. He's guarded by Mourning. Here's Jordan. And the Bulls with another miss. Hornets trail by 6. Pass to Scott. Back to Bogues. Clock at 6. Releases. Again, the Hornets score.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Here's Jordan. Following the bucket by the Hornets. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. To the wing right side. Pass to Gill. Here's Scott. The putback. They shoot again. Mourning can't make it work. Chicago leading by 4. Harper up top. Both defending. Outside, Rodman. Now here's Jordan. They could use a bucket. And it's blocked by Scott. And here's Bogues. He's got 6. Outside, Scott. Here's the 3. And rebounds again.
And he seems like he's grabbing every rebound out there.
That last one ties him for most in a playoff game in this organization's history. Now, here's Harper. Alonzo Mourning unable to get his shot to go. Pippen kicks to Jordan. To the inside. Harper. The shot's good. Rodman making the play. Harper's got 14.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Carr, he's checked in for Johnson. Newman comes in for Gill. Wingate, he's checked in for Scott, and it's Scott in for Bowes. Then for the Bulls, Simpkins, he's checked in for Wennington. Caffey comes in for Dennis Rodman. And Bushler's subbed in for Pippen. So it's the Hornets now. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
That's good from Scott. And he makes both free throws. Now here's Jordan. He's got 17. Pass to Bushler. Here's Caffey. Back to Harper. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jordan. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Scott's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the hoop and finished off by Scott.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Pass to Jordan. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Outside Harper. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Carr. And here's Charlotte. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Here's Scott. And yet, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Scott's got 14.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Pass to Harper. Here's Bushler. No good with the layup. Kicks it out to Jordan. Out left to the wing. Caffey the pass to Jordan. And Mourning sends it back. Scott against Harper. Wingate fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Charlotte.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Johnson, he's checked in for Carr. Scott comes in for Newman, and it's Bogues in for Scott. That free throw good from Wingate. Kerr with it. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Kukoc. Here's Busher. Here is Kerr. Bogues defending. And nothing is falling for him right now. Charlotte leading by 3. Johnson dishes to Bogues. Here's Mourning. 11 points in the game. They double-team Johnson over Kerr. From the right block, the shot is good. Johnson's got his first points in this one.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
Bruce Ellis with the ball. He's guarded by Johnson. From 12 feet out, it's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, a rookie with terrific form. Zealous is well equipped to take advantage of any opening he finds.
Now here's Bogues. 6 points for him. The offensive rebound. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. On the wing, Kukoc, covered by Wingate. Pass to Bushler. Bogues against Kerr. Here's Bushler. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Jeff Bushler, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Some changes for Chicago. Scottie Pippen's checked in for Caffey. And it's Harper in for Steve Kerr. Both shots good from the stripe. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 19-6 run. Scott the pass to Jaminski. Back to Scott. Shoots over Harper. Scott can't get it to go.
Yeah, and the height disadvantage there forced him into a really tough shot. Tried to fade away, but just couldn't pull it off.
Bushler. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen.
Scottie Pippen.
Pippen's got 6 assists here tonight. Now Scott. He's got 14. Outside Curry. Charlotte moving it around. There's the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Kukoc pass to Harper. Here's Busher. Another one falls for Chicago. And here is Scott. Pass to Gaddison. Curry with it. The tray. And it's the Hornets another three.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Now here's Kukoc. Nothing on the board. Scott against Harper. That's tipped and stolen by Scott. Pass to Curry. Stolen by Pippen. Pass break. Here we go. Here's Bushler. It's a very good look and converts. Bushler's got it all tied up now for Chicago.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Here's Salon. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pippen dishes to Harper. Pass to Bushler. Harper against Scott. Harper's shot's good. Harper's got 4 points this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Charlotte's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's Jaminsky. Here's Salon. No good on the three. Pippen kicks to Hart. Pass to Kukoc. Here's Bushler, guarded by Curry. Kukoc from outside. Scott pulls it in. Charlotte trailing. Now here's Curry. Here's Jaminsky. Here's Salon. He's guarded by Harper. Here's Gaddison with 1 on the clock, and that one released in time, but no good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Bulls lead by 2. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. So the Bulls 5 right now. Pippen is out there with Harper. And it's Dennis Rodman. Then it's Tony Kukoc. And it's Runnington in at the 5 down low. Now here's Bennett. Pass to Gill. Shot clock at 5. Into the lane. Takes it off the glass.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
The Bulls shooting at 50% in a decent group. Knocked away. Kukoc against Gill. And it's Bennett in the corner.
Bulls foul. Tony Kukoc. First personal foul. First team foul.
Morning passes to Gill. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. After Rodman. Kukoc against Gill. Kukoc kicks to Hart. And here's Pippen. Clock at 4. Fires the 3. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Now, here's Scott. Pass to Bennett. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Gill. Outside, Scott. Fires for three. Chicago grabs the miss. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Now Harper. He's covered by Bennett. Back to Pippen. Puts it up from 17. Scott pulls it in. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Right wing. Now, here is Mourning. Not a lot of room. Fades away. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Pippen. The Bulls with the lead. Good coach dishes to Harper. Pippen outside. A shot. Pulls in another board.
This night will have a place in the franchise history book. Since the team's existence, no one's had this many rebounds in a postseason game.
He has been sensational. A show of force on the glass.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Chicago. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And it's blocked by Scott. Pass to Bennett. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. No good with the triple.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort.
Here's Kukoc. Banked in off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 1.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
And so it's Charlotte with it. The Bulls getting the bucket. Right side, Scott from downtown sinks the three-pointer.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there may be more in store.
Now here's Harper. Pass to Kukoc. Back to Harper. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
Here's Gill. Scott with the ball. Defended by Pippen. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now a 4-point Hornets lead.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Chicago's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Pippen outside. Pass to Kukoc. Puts it 5 from 18. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through. Kukoc has got 4 points now in the quarter. Now Mourning. Rebound by the Bulls. Wennington's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Scott can't get it to go.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Chicago. Dennis Rodman taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
And as a free throw shooter, Rodman has his challenges. One of those guys who almost shoots a better percentage from the field.
And the Hornets making a change here. Scott's checked in. Michael Jordan is checked in for the Bulls. He hits the second from the line. And so here's Charlotte, giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Scott inside. Jordan's there. Jordan with the steal. Harper with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. On the wing, Johnson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Hornets lead by 4.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Bulls have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Jordan deciding where to go with it. Tipped away. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Scott can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 4. Outside Harper. Rodman passes to Pippen. Rodman with a screen on Johnson. And that one's good by Pippen.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now, here's Scott. There's the triple. Rebounded by Wennington. Wennington's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pippen outside. Inside. Harper gets to Pippen. Rodman sets the screen for Pippen. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Johnson dishes to Scott. And the layup falls.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Harper with the ball. Outside, Jordan. Rodman sets the screen for Jordan. Back to Harper. Outside Pippen. Here's Wennington. Down low. Here's Jordan. And it's Mourning with the rebound. Hornets leading by 4. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Scott the pass to Johnson. Scott kicks to Scott. Charlotte moving the ball around.
The ball goes to Chicago.
Bulls trail by 4. Now Pippen. Rodman with a screen on Gill. Here's Pippen. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
At the line for the Bulls, Scottie Pippen. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good from Pippen. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Charlotte in the lead. And here is Scott. It's Scott on the wing. And he's finally able to knock one down. Scott's got 21. Here's Jordan. To the paint is Huntington. Great D that time from Johnson.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
They get it back. Tries again. Harper against Scott. And another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Scott's got the lead up to 6 now for Charlotte.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He knows every possession is critical now. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. Well, coach is frustrated with his guys. He let them know that the turnovers have to stop. He begged them to take better care of the ball. We'll see if they heeded the message. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Enzo Jordan will bring it up for the Bulls. 6-point game. Pass to Wennington. Puts it up from 17. A shot by Jordan, no good.
And they've controlled the glass throughout this game, but it's still close.
Scott the pass to Gill. Mourning against Harper. Johnson, that's for 2.
Hornets foul. Alonzo Mourning. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Bulls trail by 6. And stolen by Scott. Launches it from deep. From beyond the arc and then some. And that's now 21 points for A-Train.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Gill against Pippen. Here's Johnson. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Another good play. This is how they've built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
.158 left here in the fourth quarter. Scott against Jordan. the run, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Jordan's got 19 points.
And Jordan can score from anywhere on the floor. At least that's what he believes.
Outside, Scott. Pass to Scott. Here's Gill. Johnson left side. 6 to shoot. For the three. Grabs the rebound again.
Rebound after rebound after rebound.
Oh, GA, he is crashing the glass with energy. I love it. Takes the three. Offensive rebound. Mourning throws it down.
And guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are piling out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in Game 2 for the Hornets.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And this is a team right now that is really playing with swag.
Yeah, and anytime you can go up 2-0, you are in the driver's seat. They are riding pretty high going into Game 3.
Here's Jordan following the bucket by the Hornets.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
For three. Scott can't get it to go. Chicago with the ball. Down by 12. Harper dishes to Jordan. It's good.
And Harper brings a lot of physicality to the table. Also solid at cutting the D apart with his passing.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. Well, that'll do it for now. And you can join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. Now it's time for our Player of the Game.